For decades, Toyota built its reputation on one word: reliability. From compact sedans to body-on-frame trucks, Toyota engines were known for running hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal drama. That reputation is precisely why the recent Toyota Tundra engine debris controversy has struck such a nerve with owners, technicians, and industry experts alike. At the center of the issue is a disturbing question. Why wasn't metal debris properly cleaned out during the engine casting process? And even more troubling, how did this problem pass through multiple plants, quality checks, and production stages before reaching customers? This is not just a story about a bad batch of engines. It is a case study in modern manufacturing pressure, cost optimization, and the risks of changing production strategies too quickly. The core issue: engine debris left behind at the casting stage. The Toyota Tundra engine issue revolves around residual metal debris, tiny fragments left behind during the engine block and component casting process. These fragments, often aluminum or iron shavings, are a byproduct of machining and finishing operations. Under normal circumstances, these contaminants are removed through high-pressure washing, chemical baths, ultrasonic cleaning, visual and automated inspections. In the affected Tundra engines, some of this debris remained inside the engine, where it eventually entered oil passages and moving components. Why that matters? Even microscopic debris can cause major problems in modern engines. Oil flow restriction, premature bearing wear, scoring of cylinder walls, turbocharger damage, complete engine failure in severe cases. According to AS Master technicians, debris contamination is one of the most destructive failures because the damage often begins silently, long before warning lights appear. Why the casting plant matters more than ever. To understand how this happened, we need to look at the casting plant stage, not final assembly. What happens at a casting plant? At the casting plant, engine blocks and heads are formed. Raw metal is poured, cooled, and machined. Oil galleries and coolant passages are drilled. Surfaces are finished to precise tolerances. This stage produces the highest volume of metal debris in the entire manufacturing process. Expert insight. A former powertrain manufacturing engineer explains, if debris control fails at the casting plant, everything downstream depends on secondary cleaning. That's risky, especially with high-output turbo engines that rely on extremely tight oil tolerances. In other words, casting is where cleanliness matters most, and where mistakes are hardest to correct later. Why wasn't the debris properly cleaned? Toyota has not publicly detailed every internal step, but industry analysis points to 4 likely factors. 1. Production speed and post-pandemic pressure. The global auto industry faced intense pressure after COVID-era shutdowns. Demand surged while supply chains remained fragile. Toyota, like many automakers, pushed to increase output, reduce bottlenecks, localize production more aggressively. The risk: higher throughput often means shorter cleaning cycles, fewer manual inspections, greater reliance on automated systems. A manufacturing consultant familiar with Japanese OEMs noted, Toyota traditionally prioritizes perfection, but even they weren't immune to the pressure to catch up. When volume becomes king, cleaning time is often the first silent casualty. Overconfidence in automated cleaning systems. Modern plants rely heavily on automated washing and air blast systems. These systems are fast, consistent, and cost-efficient, but they are not perfect. The problem: automation assumes debris size and location are predictable. Complex internal oil passages can trap particles. Sensors don't always detect microscopic contamination. Without redundant manual inspections, debris can slip through. Expert insight. An engine quality auditor explains, automation works best when paired with human verification. When one replaces the other entirely, you lose intuition, the ability to catch what machines miss. 3. New engine design, tighter tolerances. The latest Toyota Tundra engines, particularly the twin-turbo V6 platforms, are more complex than older V8 designs. They feature higher oil pressures, narrower oil passages, turbochargers spinning at extreme speeds, integrated cooling and lubrication circuits. Why this matters? Older engines could sometimes tolerate small debris without immediate failure. Modern turbo engines cannot. A powertrain engineer summarized it simply: what a 5.7-liter V8 could shrug off. a modern turbo V6 will choke on. This means cleaning standards must increase, not stay the same. 4. Multiple plants, inconsistent quality control. Reports indicate that more than one plant may be involved in producing affected components. When production is split across facilities, maintaining identical cleaning standards becomes more difficult. Potential issues include different equipment calibration, variations in cleaning chemicals, local process deviations, training gaps among new staff. Industry perspective. Large OEMs often struggle with process drift, small changes that slowly compound until failures appear in the field. Why didn't final assembly catch the problem? Many owners ask, how did this make it through final inspection? The answer lies in how engines are tested. What final testing can't do. Engines are not disassembled after assembly. Oil flow tests don't always reveal microscopic debris. Short run-in cycles may not show early wear. Debris damage often occurs after thousands of miles once particles circulate repeatedly. A dealership master technician explained, by the time symptoms show up, the damage is already done. That's why contamination issues are nightmares. There's no early warning. The real cost to Toyota. This issue isn't just mechanical, it's reputational, financial impact. Warranty engine replacements, dealer labor costs, diagnostic time, potential recalls or service campaigns. Brand impact. Toyota trucks are bought on trust. When that trust is shaken, loyal buyers hesitate, competitors gain leverage, resale values can be affected. An automotive market analyst noted, Toyota doesn't lose customers easily, but when it does, it's because reliability expectations weren't met. That's far more damaging than a styling complaint. Lessons from Toyota's own history. Ironically, Toyota pioneered lean manufacturing and quality control systems like Kaizen, continuous improvement, Jidoka, automation with human oversight, and on-cords, stop the line when something's wrong. The Tundra engine debris issue suggests that some of these principles may have been compromised under modern pressures. Expert reflection. A retired Toyota supplier engineer stated, Toyota's system works when people are empowered to stop production. When speed and cost override that authority, even Toyota can stumble. What Toyota will likely change going forward. While Toyota has not publicly detailed every corrective step, industry experts expect several changes. 1. Enhanced casting plant cleaning, longer wash cycles, improved filtration, more aggressive debris detection. 2. Redundant inspections, manual bore scope checks, randomized teardown audits, cross-plant quality benchmarking. 3. Design adjustments, modified oil passage geometry, improved debris traps or filters, software updates to detect abnormal oil pressure behavior. 4. Supplier accountability, stricter auditing, real-time quality data sharing, penalties for process deviations. What Tundra owners should know. If you own a Toyota Tundra affected by this issue, monitor oil pressure warnings carefully. Follow Toyota service bulletins exactly. Keep all maintenance records. Do not ignore unusual engine noise. Push for dealer documentation if symptoms appear. Early intervention can sometimes prevent total failure, but contamination issues often require engine replacement, not repair. Bigger picture, a warning for the entire industry. The Toyota Tundra engine debris problem is not unique. It reflects a broader industry challenge. Faster production, more complex engines, higher efficiency demands, lower tolerance for error. Expert conclusion. A veteran automotive engineer summed it up best. Modern engines are engineering marvels, but they're also unforgiving. Cleanliness is no longer a best practice. It's survival. Final verdict. Was this Toyota's costly mistake? Yes, but not because Toyota forgot how to build engines. This was a systems failure, driven by production pressure, over-reliance on automation, increasing engine complexity, subtle erosion of traditional safeguards. Toyota will likely recover. It always has. But this incident serves as a reminder that even the most trusted brands are vulnerable when fundamentals, like cleanliness, are compromised. For a company built on reliability, the smallest piece of debris can create the biggest problem.